Subscribe Quick Views, press the bell icon and never miss an update.
पेडिकल डिविलियर्स के विस्फोटक अर्धशतक के बदौलत आरसीबी ने हैदराबाद के सामने 164 रन का लक्ष्य रखा। वहीं डिविलियर्स ने 30 गेंदों में 4 चौकों और 2 छक्कों की मदद से 51 रन बनाए। आरसीबी की टीम ने टॉस हारकर पहले बल्लेबाजी करते हुए 20 ओवर में 5 विकेट खोकर 163 रन बनाए। कप्तान विराट कोहली सिर्फ 14 रन बनाकर आउट हुए। नटराजन की गेंद पर राशिद खान ने उनका कैच लिया। आपको बता दें, आरसीबी के एबीडी डिविलियर्स ने खतरनाक खेल दिखाते हुए हैदराबाद के खिलाफ 29 बॉलों में 50 रन पूरे कर वे 30 गेंद में 51 रन बनाने के बाद रन आउट हुए। वहीं ऑस्ट्रेलियन बल्लेबाज एरॉन फिंच 27 गेंद पर 29 रन बनाकर आउट हुए। 164 रन का पीछा करते हुए हैदराबाद की ओर से डेविड वार्नर और जॉनी बेयरस्टो ने ओपनिंग की शुरुआत की, लेकिन दूसरे ही ओवर में यादव ने वार्नर को रन आउट कर दिया। डेविड वार्नर 3 बार ऑरेंज कैप विनर जॉनी बेयरस्टो के साथ वे टूर्नामेंट की सबसे खतरनाक सलामी जोड़ी कहलाते हैं, लेकिन वार्नर बदकिस्मती से रन आउट हो गए। आरसीबी के लिए गेंदबाजी की शुरुआत करने उतरे डेल स्टीन पूरी रिदम में दिखे। उन्होंने इकोनॉमिक गेंदबाजी करते हुए हैदराबाद के बल्लेबाजों पर लगाम लगा के रखी।
Very similar balance in our team as well. Not many people are aware of the strengths that some of the Indian guys possess in our team this year, and that's one area that we wanted to focus on. In the past, the focus has always been on getting strong overseas players, but this time around the guys from the domestic circuit that are in the team are some really confident guys with good skill sets, and yeah, tomorrow you'll see the kind of bowling options and the kind of depth in batting we carry, and we want to continue that for the whole season, which is the key to any team success. As you rightly mentioned, CSK had that last year and they believe in that particular factor. So yeah, we're pretty much the same in terms of balance. afterwards.
Your team depends. Your team depends a lot on your batting. And once you got 400, how do you look at it? Depending on you, performance, key performance.
It's a view from the outside. We give the responsibility and onus to all the players. Obviously, when I'm batting well and I'm the captain, I expect myself to perform for the team. And that's the most important thing. Everyone in the team is waiting for an opportunity. No one's thinking, okay, Virat Kohli or AB de Villiers is going to go and score the runs. The guys are hungry, they're keen to give in those performances, and we've given them confidence saying you try and outbat, maybe an AB de Villiers in this season or myself, and just go and grab your opportunity. This year is not going to be around focusing on the big names. This year is going to be around how can we just stay in the game, get into a tough situation and find ways to come on top in that situation, and find ways to win basically, and that's the focus of the team. So yeah, we want to take responsibility, but the team definitely doesn't sit back and say, oh, they are going to do the job. They want to do the job as much as we do. From what point of view? Not winning IPL. Well, obviously you want to win when you play the IPL, but sort of parameters that you set, okay, you tick all the boxes. I try to perform wherever I can. You try to win all the titles possible, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And I've mentioned as well, we have to be practical about why we haven't won, and that's boiled down to bad decision making in pressure situations. And that's pretty much it. If I think like people on the outside, I can't sustain even 5 games, I'd be sitting at home. So yeah, look, I know people talk about this a lot and they like to just grab opportunities of talking about this thing, but I'm doing a responsibility here, and if given a chance, like any other captain, I would love to win the IPL as well for my team, and we all are motivated to do so. It's not happened, that's the reality, and there are no excuses for that. There's only acceptance of the faults that we made in the past, but the fact that we played 6 semi-finals and ahead means that we have been a side that's always in the contention. So if these 3 finals, 3 semi-finals, and if we make better decisions, maybe we can go further than that, and that's how I see things. Yeah, the talk last year was Isala Cup Namde, which we had nothing to do with. Literally zero involvement of RCB, and that somehow became our tagline. So look, we have to play good cricket. There's no rocket science here. It doesn't matter whether football teams have won or kabaddi teams have won or not. This is a different sport, and you obviously want to start the tournament thinking, yes, we want to win the title, but you have to be realistic. There are 7 other teams, and you have to be respectful of their talent and their skills as well. So we definitely will be brave, and we'll go out there and take on teams and take on situations, but we're not going to live in a paradise world. We have to be realistic, and that's how we make good decisions when the situation arises. So I don't really focus on these things. I don't know how people are connecting these things. It's a personal choice how you want to see things. In 2016, no one thought we'll reach the finals, but we did. So there's no real formula of predicting these things. You have to play good cricket to eventually reach that stage, and that's something that we're looking forward to do.
Will there be a situation where we would see you kind of taking rest and skipping a couple of matches for RCB?
Yeah, that's a big possibility. Why not? Again, it's a very personal sort of responsibility. No one's playing, at a level where they need to be bound by any sort of, restrictions. But we've told them be smart about how you're feeling on a particular day. Reporting to the physio as soon as possible. then reporting to the national physio and having conversations around that, then figuring out whether that guy can go ahead and play or not, or how much rest is required. I think it will boil down to giving information as soon as possible to the concerned people, and then they figure out a plan for that player. And if he's told not to play, then he has to respect that. Compared to, I have a small niggle but I'm going to ignore it, not tell anyone, and in the game anything can happen. So I think for me that's going to be key. As soon as you feel something, the information has to be given, and there has to be a plan created by the people who are supposed to do that for the player, and that's supposed to be followed by the player. That's how I see things. Every team that comes to Chennai is always considered underdogs, because Chennai has done so well at home, and MS knows exactly what he wants out of his team here, and we all have seen that, we all have been aware of that, and we've taken all those things into consideration, and as I said, we're going to be backing our skills and the balance that we have in the side to analyze the situation and find ways to come on top in the situation. It's very easy to be overawed by the support that CSK is going to get. Eventually what matters is you play the ball and not the guy who's bowling the ball, and similarly when you have the ball in hand, you literally got to focus on the basics of the game. I think in IPL that's a big challenge, where guys can get sort of parameters that you set, okay, you tick all the boxes. I try to perform wherever I can, you try to win all the titles possible, but sometimes it just doesn't happen.